Hey guys, what's going on? It's Karl here, back with another episode. We are comparing the Behemoths today. We've got the brand new Galaxy S8 Plus against obviously the king of iPhones, the 7 Plus. I would say the best in their business. I will preemptively label this the king of Androids, at least from what I've used so far, against, I guess this is the king of iOS as it's the latest iPhone that we've got, but technically is 8 months old. It's been out since September, but if you're in the market for a brand new smartphone, you're probably eyeing these two if you're looking for a larger device. Let's battle these guys out. And first and foremost, the design, and this is where the S8 or even S8 Plus for that matter will take home the title, and I think this might be the sexiest phone of 2017. When you glance at both of these devices, your eyes automatically are drawn to the S8. It looks like something out of the future, and it is just mind-blowingly beautiful. We've got a 6.1-inch display compared to a 5.5-inch display, and you would think that that should make this guy way bigger, but they're in fact almost the same footprint, and that's because bezel-less, giant forehead, and giant chin, this guy takes home that cake without any questions. The subtle curves and near edge-to-edge display make the S8 such a beautiful phone. I can't stress that enough. If you're looking for strictly looks, which is what a lot of people kind of tend to do, I won't judge any of you, you're gonna gravitate towards the S8, no questions asked. On the backs, this is where I guess things can be a bit more subjective. We've got all glass, which tends to be a fingerprint magnet. If you wanna hide that, just grab a skin, cover it up, and you'll help protecting against any scratches. Over on the 7 Plus, we do have aluminum, which I think still looks pretty good, and you can kind of see on the top, it does chip after a few drops, but once again, a skin or a case should protect either of these. Part of that design lends itself to the fingerprint scanner, and I'm sure you've seen a ton of rumors floating around about the iPhone 8 potentially having that on the back. For now, we are living with the standard home button living on the bottom, which does add a large chin, I guess, to the device. And unfortunately on the S8, it lives on the back, but in a weird place. And unless you have Kobe size hands, I'm not too sure how large Kobe's hands are. If you have regular size hands, you might have a bit of a problem reaching that fingerprint scanner all the way up top. And maybe that's the only bad thing I can say about the S8 is the location of the fingerprint scanner. Would have loved to have seen it in the middle like most other Android devices. Some things you just can't be perfect, but you'll have to live with that. It isn't a deal breaker in my opinion. Now talking about performance, we're kind of comparing apples to oranges here. We've got iOS versus Android. The A9X chip over on the iPhone kind of blew me away when I first got it. Things were super quick, super snappy, and I was super impressed. Now that it's aged a bit, we do have the Snapdragon 835, and we're at a time in 2017 where any flagship that you end up grabbing will be able to handle anything that you throw at it. It now comes down to iOS, Android, which do you really prefer? Obviously on Android, you have way more customization. TouchWiz isn't too heavy. They've revamped that over on the S7. Things are looking good, things are looking slick, but I still gravitate towards iOS simply because of iMessage. All my friends are on it, group chats are key, and if Android had iMessage, I would leave this thing like that. Plus the fact I can continue all operations from my MacBook Pro to my iMac to my iPhone. It's nice to have that continuity. You just end up paying through the roof with that. I will be using the GS8 though over the next couple months as my primary device just to change things up. Cameras on both devices, they are both great, and I'll only say that because the GS8 hasn't had too much of an upgrade from last year. It has the same 12 megapixel camera, just an updated sensor, and on the front we have a brand new 8 megapixel f1.7, perfect for taking selfies. I do like the versatility of having the dual lens option on the iPhone, but I've kind of seen a lot of rumors on the next Note device we might see 2 lenses, so you might have to stay posted for that upgrade. I actually just posted the other day my full review of the Galaxy S8 camera. I will leave that linked up here, which is full of 4K video as well as sample shots. I go way more in depth, but just know that the camera on this, plus on the iPhone 7 Plus, they're both really good. Speaking of battery life, as they are larger devices, I wouldn't really have to worry about either of them running out of juice before the day ends. My 7 Plus is naturally way older and the battery has gotten worse as time has gone on. I still don't have to worry though. It almost lasts me the entire day, maybe 1 or 2 days of the week on extremely heavy usage, and I'm getting home around 2-3 a.m. The 8 Plus, on the other hand, is brand new and has lasted me a day and a half, almost 2 days, even with heavy use, but I'm sure as time goes on, that will become worse, and I think if you grab either and they're brand new, you won't have to worry about them dying, so no really issues on my end for the battery. So when it comes down to it, which device you can grab, I think I can wrap this one up by saying if you are not invested into the Apple ecosystem, if you're looking for the latest and greatest, you are gravitating towards the S8 Plus. The thing is drop dead gorgeous, it performs like a beast, and is the hottest phone right now of 2017. The iPhone 7 Plus just looks dated and almost like a grandpa compared to the stylish new kid on the block. Really curious to see if Apple can step up their game for the iPhone 8. I know there's tons of rumors going around, we'll just have to see what they have to bring to the table. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this comparison of the behemoths in the market. Let me know which device you would grab down below in the comments, and I will catch you in my next episode, next vlog, and maybe for my full review of the S8. Peace.